All right. I've made a comprehensive list of all the bands that I've seen, and I don't know. I mean, and there's so many that small bands that I don't remember what their names were or what songs they played. A lot of these, I mean, like Reverend Horton Heat, I don't even know any of his songs. Nothing on my iPod, but I did see him. Uh, but yeah, I got Buzzcocks, which is old time punk rock love songs kind of thing. Rush, which is you can't see those guys anymore. R.I.P. Neil Peart. God, I had a tough time recalling that. Yeah, Neil Peart, poor guy. But yeah, amazing lyrics, amazing band, really good to get into. Dead Kennedys, I saw those guys. Right in the beginning, the punk rock scene. You the Vinyls. I saw them with Aerosmith, which I've got here too. I hate both those bands. Go-Go's, I saw them. I hate that band. B-52's a lot of fun. It was worth watching. The Damned. Oingo Boingo, used to follow them around. I mean, sort of. But we went to the big ones, like the Halloween shows and the New Year's Day shows. And then, and this is for the algorithm, this is the name of the band. It's called Suicidal Tendencies. I saw those guys twice. I walked out on, they opened up for Megadeth. I walked out on Megadeth because it was just trash music. Golden Earring, they were with Rush. George Thorogood, which was surprisingly good. Some kind of festival that in Kansas City that, I mean, like I said, there's just so many different bands that I've seen, and that was a bunch of different bands. I don't remember who else was there, but I remember George Thorogood. Um, the Blasters, yeah, a little small club, Kansas City. Very good show. If they're still around, that's worth watching. White Zombie, you can't see them anymore, but that was also an extremely good show. REO Speedwagon surprised me. But they've been around for 80 years, so yeah, they're gonna be good. The Cult is extremely good. The Cramps, again, I don't know any of their music, but I did see them. I mean, if I heard I'd probably know some of their songs if it was played for me, but I wouldn't recognize that it's the Cramps. They Might Be Giants again. I mean, I don't know what I've seen them, but I don't know any of their music. Bowie, that was a good show, and Madness. I don't have them on my iPod, but I've seen them. I saw them with Bowie actually, and that's who I saw the Go-Go's with too. Just horrible opening acts for Bowie. Jane's Addiction, that was at Lollapalooza, the first one at Irvine Meadows. 9 Inch Nails, that was also at Irvine Meadows. This is all the Lollapalooza. Henry Rollins, Butthole Surfers, Body Count, Ice-T. I should have put that all on the same list now. I might repeat them. But at Dickies, I saw them probably like 4 or 5 times. Lots of fun. They're the killer clowns from outer space. That's those guys. The Dicks, I don't know. I saw them with Dead Kennedys along with Fishbone. Both those guys I don't have on my iPod, but if I didn't say Body Count before and Ice-T, well, I'm saying it now. Dramarama. Saw those guys at a small little venue. Felony, saw them in a small little venue, the same one. The Golden Bear, I think it was the name of it, Huntington Beach. Peter Gabriel, saw him at the Forum in Inglewood. Now it's the Arrowhead Stadium, I think. Genesis, Blood, Sweat, and Tears. That was in Kansas City a long time ago. I mean, I barely remember, but I do remember that was the name of the band. I was a kid, though, so young. Bad Religion, they were with the Buzzcocks in Santa Monica Civic. And Bad Religion's why I have tinnitus right now, the ringing in my ears. Susie and the Banshees, that was also and Living Color at the Lollapalooza. Both those, I mean, I was way impressed. And I have both of them on my iPod. And I got Peter Gabriel, and I got Genesis. Bowie, of course. But yeah, Guar, saw them in a small club in Flagstaff called the Orpheum. My first show at the Orpheum, and their last show at the Orpheum because they made such a mess. Doobie Brothers, saw them at the Hollywood Bowl. Took a friend of mine, froze our asses off. Presidents of the United States, I don't recall any of their music. Back when they were big, I could recall their music, but yeah, that is a funny name for a band. They became the presidents of the United States. Masters of Reality, that was not the Palladium, the Palace. At the Palace in Hollywood. Ginger Baker was the drummer. That was his band at the time. Evasive Action, just a really small garage band, but they got kind of big. Violent Femmes, so they got big. Tool, went down to Phoenix for that one. Drove by myself. I was driving in a Miata, and it was during monsoons, right at the end of the summer. And it was raining, and I did it with the top down, but since I was driving, it was just going over me. It was great. Really cool ride. Lightning and thunder. It's just really neat. But Tool is just an amazing show if you ever get a chance. Aquabats, again, it's just somebody I just saw. The Kinks, we snuck into Irvine Meadows for that one. And met a bunch of people, and we tried to sneak in and see Tom Petty, but we didn't know that he canceled that night. So we just sat on the hill and got all hammered, had fun. And there was people on the other way on this other side of the hill that did the same thing, but we don't know who they were. We were just yelling back and forth after a while. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, Beastie Boys, saw them in Kansas City. And I only saw them because they started the whole PMRC thing with Tipper Gore, because they offended her daughters so much. Megadeth, yeah, I walked out on them. I already talked about them. Missing Persons, that was without Terry Bozzio, but whatever. Stone Temple Pilots, I was kind of impressed by them. And Smash Mouth, that was a little tiny golf course in Huntington Beach. Meadowlark golf course, and this the country club, that's where the show was. But anyways, I didn't feel 10 minutes. Let's see, who would I say was the best out of all of that? That's a tough call. I guess I'd have to say Rush. That was my first big concert that I went to at the Forum, Signals tour, and yeah, it's my fondest memories, I guess. But it's hard to say, Buzzcocks was the most violent pit that I was ever in. Cramps, the B-52s and the Cramps, and They Might Be Giants, and Ziggy Marley. I didn't put him down, but Ziggy Marley was there too. Yeah, Bob Marley's Kid, and I do know a lot of Ziggy Marley songs actually because of the relationship I was in, but I don't have any of it on my iPod. But yeah, that was a good show. 91X, if you're ever down in San Diego, 91X puts on some really cool shows. Anyways, that's it. Bye.